So once you're logged in, let's say you want to update your blog or start a blog. You want to go ahead and go to the left menu here and click Manage Blog. When you go into your blog for the first time, you'll see just some stock text and images that was created for you just to give you some examples of what you could do. So if you want to edit the first one just to keep things simple rather than create a new post, you can. Or you could just click New Post and it basically works just like a Word document where you could write text and you can also input images and links and so forth. But for the sake of simplicity, let's go ahead and edit the first blog. And what you probably want to do is you probably want to change the image. So let's go ahead and replace it with your existing library. And let's just say we want to go with this one and then hit done and then hit done once again. And then it should update to that image. This image isn't properly cropped, but I'll go ahead and just skip over that for now. Let's say you find the right photo and it'll be perfectly fine. If you want to change the text, you just go right here and you start typing something. Or I guess technically I'm just asking you to type something. There you go. And right now, as you can see, it's in paragraph format. If you want something to actually be the title, then you just switch it to the various heading sizes. If it's the main title, you might want to use heading 1. If you think that's too big, you can try heading 2. So now we have something. And that's really the first important step to your blog, is to actually have something on that blog post. So now let's say you want to do paragraph text. You can then switch back to paragraph and now you can say something more or simply something more. There you go. So now you have the paragraph there. The image is already here. You could obviously write as long of a paragraph as you want. So remember that all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. So we're gonna just repeat that a bunch of times just for illustrative purposes. Then of course we can copy this and speed it up a little bit. So you can sort of see that in no time you can have a paragraph. If you want more spacing, you can do that. Hit the check mark. So there you go. So now that was edited and it's actually looking kind of nice with this font format and everything. If you want to change this, you could change this. This is the actual text block here. So tips for writing great posts. Well, yeah, that's a good little stock one there. But since this is health and wellness, I'll say something like tips for being healthy. Do that updates. And if this is not the date, then you want to update the date, which we'll show in a moment. So there you go. You can see here that you have basically paragraph, but this was put in bold, so that's why it looks like that. If you want it to be that size, if you want to change this photo too, just click on it and you hit replace, and then the same thing. Maybe you prefer this photo. Ooh, that's a very nice photo. Quite frankly, it's a photo that I took myself personally, so maybe I'm a little bit biased. Or maybe I have an affinity for things that are red, white, and black. So once you feel that you have finished your post, then you can republish your post. Basically, it's republished because we already had an existing post that needed to be edited. So if there's any typos or better photos, or maybe you made a mistake or whatnot, you can go ahead and republish it if you're good with the changes, or you could hit done. So let's say now you want to update the date of the post because it actually was not meant to be a certain date, or you had to correct the date. Instead of hitting the edit button, you want to hit the cog that says post settings. And then from there, you can change the date to the appropriate date. Let's say that was the date, and then you hit republish, it'll go live. If you don't want to publish, you don't have to publish it right away. This is also a quick way to also change the images of the post and also put any other post tags you want, which would help when people are searching. So for an example, if it's just health tips, for an example, you could have that. So basically when they are searching for health tips within your blog, let's assume your blog has thousands of posts at this point, and you want to separate it by theme or search by theme or topic. Here you go, health tips in the search, and then all the blogs related to health tips would come up. With the photos, you want to make sure you describe the photo. So this is a nice gal with glasses drinking something. I mean, I wouldn't do exactly that, but this is just for illustrative purposes. Again, this helps with becoming visible on the search engine. So make sure you go ahead and do that. And if you also don't like this to be the direct link, so it just automatically creates a link based upon the headline of your blog post, you can change it. So it could be like tips, whoops. So it could be something like tips for the fall. And then that becomes the actual link, the URL path, and says it needs to be republished. You can go ahead and republish it. And again, if you ever need a post to be off the internet, you just click unpublish and it basically deletes it. But for this purpose, we want to republish. And now you have updated your blog right there. And we already went over the different details. Make sure you put in those keywords there. That'd be awesome. But again, the keywords are based on topic. You want to think based on topic for your blog. In the meantime, we appreciate your support. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you don't miss a beat with any of the videos that are upcoming. And some of the videos may be somewhat entertaining as well, if I might say so myself. And for anyone else that's watching this, feel free to comment down below. If you have further questions, comments, feel free to go ahead and drop us a line there. And lastly, if you felt this video was informative and that you enjoyed it, drop us a like. We'd really appreciate that. So warriors, that's it for today's video. Have a great day and rise up.